Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday. It's July 25th. Going to get started here in about 10 seconds with the before market close video and ticker requests. If anybody does have any ticker requests, make sure to drop them inside Slack and let me know the exchange as well. All right, going to get started with the before market close video. Looks like we're taking another leg down here on Bitcoin and all of crypto. Bringing up the Bitcoin chart here. So we're just continuing daily consolidation. Like I mentioned about a week or so ago, we knew that we were due for daily consolidation and likely weekly consolidation. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, we haven't started weekly consolidation yet. So if we do lose 20,761, then we'll be starting weekly consolidation, having lost the low of last week. And then on the daily time frame, you can see that we lost yesterday's low. So we're continuing daily consolidation. And we've been seeing Bitcoin lead the market. Usually Bitcoin starts to move first, gives us the direction. Then Tesla's just barely starting its daily consolidation today after reporting earnings and a nice bull reaction to those earnings. And then I said watch for SPY to potentially start daily consolidation as well, as Bitcoin has been leading, and then Tesla. We may not see this correlation as much in the future because of the fact that Tesla did unload about 75% of their Bitcoin on the balance sheet, so that it'll be a little less moving in tandem with Bitcoin, in my opinion. But they did say they were open to increasing their Bitcoin position again in the future. So we'll continue to monitor that correlation. But usually we see Bitcoin move, then we see Tesla, and then we see the S&P 500. And this is a classic example of that. Bitcoin's been consolidating on the daily time frame for multiple days, and then Tesla just starting today. And like I said, SPY could potentially see daily consolidation today. We've got 27 minutes left in the day, so it's entirely possible it doesn't happen today. It might happen tomorrow, and then we can come down and back test those EMAs there. But anything over 388 is going to be a potential daily bull flag. And if we do hold that 0.382 fib retracement, and then we break resistance up at 418, if we break 418 cents. If we break that resistance and hold the 0.382 fib, we confirm the daily bull flag, and we're going to be targeting about 420 on SPY. But this is why we need to expect pullbacks, right? When we're bouncing on the daily time frame, like on Bitcoin for a week straight with no daily consolidation, we didn't lose the low of the previous daily candle once. We didn't establish any support, and this is an example as to what happens if we don't establish support. We see a pretty big pullback, right? And then if we just take our fib tool, actually I already had it drawn out. So anything over 22,232 was a potential daily bull flag. Since we lost that 0.382, it was no longer a daily bull flag, and we retraced about 50% of that move. So if something similar happens with the S&P 500, doesn't mean it absolutely will happen, but if something similar happens, we can maybe expect a pullback to around 385 on the S&P 500 while we scout a daily higher low. And we already had the EMA 12 and 26 bull cross a couple trading days ago. So we knew that upside was probably limited and that we were likely due for daily consolidation. And like I said, Bitcoin was the clue. And now Tesla following Bitcoin's move and direction. And then we'll see if SPY follows suit as well into tomorrow. Could very well happen today, though. We are selling off a little bit here into the end of the day. Confirming a 15-minute bear flag. High, low, lower high, bear flag, and confirmed. The dollar's consolidating here as well. A bit of a falling wedge at the moment. On the daily time frame, it's a daily inside bar. So if we continue to lose the low of the previous day, then we continue daily consolidation. We could see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross, the opposite of what just happened to the S&P 500. So again, usually when we're looking at the DXY, we look for the exact opposite because it's usually inverse, right? If stocks and crypto are strong, DXY is weak, and then same vice versa. Commodities, silver down 1% essentially on the day today, and gold a little over 0.5%, but gold hasn't started daily consolidation yet, and silver has. So silver is a little bit weaker comparatively. Taking a look at our individual tickers. So on the bear list today, we have WNRS, BYND, and Hive. On the bull list, we have SU, VERY, and WNW. SU bouncing on the daily time frame today, which is notable. And trying to confirm a daily uptrend. We have the low, high, higher low, and we broke to a higher high, but we didn't see much follow through, likely due to the overall broader market rate weakness. But if we can close this daily candle over EMA 12, which is at 31.71, which we look like we're on track to do, it's up in the air. A lot can happen in 24 minutes before the bell rings. But essentially, if we close over 31.71, then we could be targeting a move up to that EMA 26 there at 33.14, and we would confirm a daily uptrend. But we need to see follow through. 32.07 was the resistance level to break. If we broke 302.07 after forming this higher low, we confirm the daily uptrend. We got as high as 32.18. So we confirm the daily uptrend, but now we just need to see that follow through. I'm watching for a daily close over EMA 12 for a pretty big move on SU. But Tesla, next support level is at 710.93. After that, 675.10 is the next level. And we would have basically touched on daily overbought territory as well with this upper wick. All right, moving on to MJ. Not really much going on in terms of Canadian or American MJ at the moment. On the bear list, we have VLNS, TGOD, and Oxley. On the bull list, we have PWR, Love, and XTRX. And I was going to be looking to add Tilray and Medmen today, but I'm going to hold off a little bit. I'll definitely add more to those positions. But I'm not going to add as much Tilray as I was planning, because I was under the impression, just like everybody else, that Tilray actually converted the debt, but things changed now. So I'm not gonna go too heavy as I would have went if they actually converted, because I would have put a lot more money into. I would have tried to get more of my MJ portfolio into Tilray, right? I wanted to bump it up to around 25-30% of my MJ portfolio because of the fact that they were 48% ownership in Hexo. But again, they haven't converted yet. So there's no guarantee that they absolutely will, right? Like they said, they're in a good position to do nothing and collect $20 million a year in interest, or later on, if it makes sense, convert into equity. And yeah, false alarm. This is one of the times, though, I don't mind being wrong. And to be fair, there's still people who are saying that they actually did convert. So the funny thing is I admitted that, I was wrong. I thought they converted as well. And then even after making this video, there's still some people like Anthony LaBelle. Tilray owns over 500 million shares, so I think they converted. So even after doing this video here and all the points that I brought up, there's still some people who think that Tilray actually did convert, right? So it's not like we were the only ones who thought that took it that way, but I'm 99% sure that they didn't convert because of the language that they used. They said issuable upon conversion and assuming an exchange rate from the Bank of Canada. Well, if they actually converted, one would think it would have said Tilray converted and it was this amount of shares and the interest rate on the day that we converted was X amount, right? So the fact that they're assuming and using the word upon conversion tells me that they didn't, and they didn't convert, and we didn't see any news releases about it. That, in my opinion, that'd be all over the news. All right, moving on. So, yeah, PWR, Love, and XTRX leading the bull list today. On the American side, MSOS is holding up relatively well. We're actually up 0.5% today. It's a daily inside bar, and we are seeing EMA 12 and 26 bull cross occur now. But again, we haven't really formed any higher low in a while from all the way down at 1178. So I wouldn't be surprised if we pulled back, another 6 to 10% on MSOS while we look for a daily higher low. We're not yet daily overbought, and even with the upper wicks there, I wouldn't have said, we definitely didn't get to overbought territory. So we could see a little bit more upside, but essentially we're just watching this daily inside bar. So resistance is at 1298 and support is at 1225. If we break support at 1225, we start daily consolidation and we look for a higher low compared to 1054. If we break resistance at 1298, then we break the inside bar bullish, and then we look at resistance here at, looks like the next one's up at 1447. But we are seeing declining bull volume here. Wouldn't be surprised if we started daily consolidation into tomorrow. And we could see a little bit more of a sell-off, and that was another thing too. The S&P 500 hadn't consolidated on the daily time frame in a long time, and we have the FOMC, the Fed interest rate decision this week, and also CPI numbers. So shout out to Sam for reminding us of that. But we did close the gap at 399.71, which I was looking at. And then, like I said, we haven't consolidated since all the way back on July 14th. So we're definitely due. And even the S&P 500 could drop about 5, almost 6%, and just be scouting a daily higher low. So like I said, what I can anticipate happening is we sell off into Wednesday, and then we look for a higher low, maybe toward the end of the week. But I could see markets essentially taking some risk off, and we see some consolidation over the next couple of days leading into that interest rate decision. It's going to be extremely important the week ahead. We have big tech earnings, like I said, and we could see Congress meeting with regards to Schumer's bill that just got dropped in the Senate. But I would expect the S&P 500 to more than likely start daily consolidation at some point in the next day or two. All right, going to end it there. Short and sweet update today. Not a whole lot going on at the moment in the markets. Like I said, we have big tech earnings coming later on in the week, and I'll be really interested to see what the CPI numbers are, and these earnings are going to be really they're going to be very telling as well, because we'll see how much of the inflation and recession is really baked into these to the financials of these companies, right? So Google, the big one tomorrow is going to be Google and Microsoft after the bell, and then on Wednesday we've got Shopify pre-market, Boeing, Spotify, and then Facebook forward after market close, and then a big day on Thursday as well with Apple and Amazon reporting after the bell, and Tilray in the morning. But it should be a pretty fun end of the week here. Like I said, we could see some turbulence and some more pullback leading into the middle of the week when we get the CPI numbers and the Fed interest rate decision. And then, like I said, potential for Thursday and Friday to end the week on a bullish note. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Again, don't have a crystal ball, but that's what I think is the most likely scenario. All right, going to end it there. Hope you found value in today's live stream. And like I said, short and sweet video today. Wasn't a whole lot to update, but I would expect potential for daily consolidation. If it doesn't happen in the next 16 minutes before the end of the day, I could potentially see it happening tomorrow. As we know, Bitcoin has been leading. Bitcoin started daily consolidation, then Tesla followed suit, started daily consolidation today, and then usually because the S&P 500 has such a heavy weighting of Tesla, we usually see the S&P 500 follow suit after that as well. So I would expect daily consolidation at some point in the next day or two. Going to end it there, though. Again, thanks for joining us on The Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you guys in the chat room in a few minutes. Have a great night. Talk to you soon.